I'm Scott Chamberlain. I live in Pennsylvania.
How long have you been judging?
I've been judging USDA for 18 years.
What got you into judging dog agility?
You know, I was thinking about that. I really can't remember. Other than I was showing my dog and someone at the trial said, "Hey, you make a good judge." I thought, okay, I'll go try it.
So obviously you like it because you keep doing it after 18 years.
I judge probably 30 to 40 weekends a year, USDA and other venues. But
what's the thrill that keeps you coming back to keep judging?
I like the competition. That keeps me in the sport, and I enjoy watching people run, and I just enjoy getting out there and running and judging.
Well, you touched on it earlier, how the sport, the level of competition that there is now in the sport of dog agility, it's really evolved in the last 18 years. What have you done to adjust your course designs to meet that level of new competition?
Well, you're right. The level of agility has changed dramatically over those 18 years. We now have full-time trainers that they make a living training dogs. We have indoor venues, which we didn't have back then, that people in all areas of the country and the world can train year-round. So we're treating dogs like athletes. They're conditioning, they're training, and USDA Agility has so much evolved from just your standard class to the games classes. We've added tournament classes over the years of team events, steeplechase, which is just out for speed, Grand Prix, and now we've been doing the Grand Prix being the top level for so long. People are looking for more. They want to train things. It's kind of a misnaming where they say these Masters Challenge classes where they've said, well, international. Well, it's only because European courses, they've been free to do whatever they've wanted because they don't have a formal review process like we do for titling. So those judges can put whatever they want up. So they've had some of the elements in it. It's just we've now added those elements to a class, but it's still, the courses are still reviewed. They're still made sure they're not, too difficult, over the top. We still have a standard that we do the Master Challenge classes to.
So talk about the Masters Challenge classes. What kind of design elements are in these classes that are different from like a regular standard or jumper's course?
Several of the new elements are, you might go to the back side of a jump. In a class we now allow a threadle. People have seen threadles in like a snooker class, but it hasn't been in the titling program because it's more of an advanced handling maneuver. We have bypasses where in a regular titling class you normally take the obstacle that's in front of you. Well, now you may have to go past the one obstacle to get to the next obstacle. Those are just a few of the other things. We can take a jump, back jump, a jump. You can take, I had a jump where you took it twice from the same side, right in a row. Again, just additional handling moves. We also encourage more difficult weave pole entries. Again, it's to show off the skill and the training that dogs have these days.
So talk about your Masters Challenge standard class yesterday. That was a blast to run, by the way. It was a lot of fun. But what kind of challenges were in that class? And then what kind of surprises did you get from some of the teams that ran the course?
In this venue being indoors with 4 poles in the middle of the course, that added an extra level of, I don't want to say challenge, difficulty in designing the course because I couldn't always do the right distance that I wanted. I had to allow so that there was a jump beside a pole so the pole wasn't in the handler's path. Again, because now we're asking the handlers to do a lot more different things in the challenge class. It had all those elements I just mentioned. I had bypass, you flip to the back side of a jump. In my standard class yesterday, you came off the A-frame, took a jump straight ahead, and then you had to pull the dog off from doing the next jump and flip to the back side of it. If the handlers were up there and could direct the dog quickly, it worked perfect. Other handlers that were late getting there, the dog says, "I got it, Mom, I'm over," and they were over the next jump off course.
So any advice for anybody who is thinking about doing Masters Challenge classes, but they think they're too hard or it's not right for their dog? I mean, any advice you can give them?
the one piece of advice I'd give, is, especially in these classes, is you have to think several obstacles ahead, more so than you did in a technical class, because again, it's getting where you'd have take the next obstacle. Now you got to think 3 obstacles ahead of that challenge to make sure you're in position, you can direct the dog correctly. So it's a matter of just having fun, and if you miss it today, okay, just go back and train it and try it tomorrow.
I always say that there'll always be another event at the next show. If you don't get it this time, you can get it the next time.
And there's always tomorrow, or in USDA we've got, today I think we have 5 Masters classes a day, plus a Grand Prix, plus steeplechase. You potentially have 8 chances to run your dog and have fun.